How's it going, Bozo? Just tucking you in here. Just want to get you nice and comfy there. I thought that I could just chat to you for a little while tonight. Just hang out a little bit, talk for a little while, and just sort of catch up. A couple of things have been happening with me lately, and so I just sort of wanted to take this moment to just sort of sit down, relax, and just chat away to you for a little while. So I hope you don't mind that. I hope that's okay with you. I know it wasn't too long ago that I just sat here and talked to you, but quite a bit has happened since then. So I thought I would just sit down and chat and hopefully let you drift off and fall asleep whilst I just talk and distract you. Maybe give you a little bit of comfort listening to me as you try and drift off to sleep. It's a rather cozy night tonight. It's been raining for a couple hours now, so you may be able to hear that. It's sort of eased up for the moment, but it's very possible that it'll pick up again. But for now, I just want you to relax, get comfortable, and of course, tuck yourself into bed. Unfortunately, I can't do it for you as much as I might like to. So, whilst I'm tucking you in here, make sure you actually tuck yourself in and get comfortable. Alright? So sit back, relax, just sit back, just relax. Okay. I'm just going to chat to you for a little while and hopefully help you drift off to sleep. So just relax, get comfy, get cozy, and just listen to my voice. Let it help you drift off to sleep. I guess before I get started, and before you get way too sleepy, just want to know how you've been. What is it you've been up to lately? Have you gotten up to anything interesting? Any sort of new hobbies you might have been interested in? Or has something happened and it's sort of been too difficult to sort of focus on anything? Just sort of anything small but good that's happened recently? Or have there been any sort of inconvenient things going on? If you've got time and you feel like it, I'm here and I can be here to listen if you like. You can always let me know what you've been up to, what you're doing. I'm always happy and grateful to hear anything you have to share. Me, I've been up and down, to say the least. Last time I had you here and was talking to you, I mentioned I was about to get pretty busy. I had just come off a long break from work. I had all the time in the world just to do whatever it was I felt like. And right as I got back into that, I got a summons for jury duty. I couldn't say anything about it because you're not supposed to, but it's over now and I'm allowed to talk about it. Not that anything too exciting happened, but I was a little worried for a while that I may not be able to film videos for a little while if I got like a case or something and I was stuck. So I was a bit uncertain coming back into work and then not knowing if I would have time to film some videos. It's an interesting experience doing jury duty. I don't know if you've ever done it, but it's not the first time I've actually had to go, which you would think, one and done, right? You would think you've been there before, you've done your service, it should be over now and they'll call on someone else, but no, apparently I'm one of the unlucky few that gets called in again. Or lucky or unlucky, depends on your perspective. I consider myself lucky, as I have kind of a small interest in law and order and criminal trials and things of that nature. I've always sort of had a little bit of a fascination with those kinds of things. And actually sitting on a trial and watching one play out It's like as if you're watching a true crime documentary unfold in front of you. So it's not always a terrible experience. As I said, this was the second time that I've gone. But I didn't actually get put on a trial this time. The first time I went, I was put on a trial and had to go in for like a week and listen to witnesses talk, give their testimonies, and be presented with evidence by the prosecutions and listen to the defense give their rebuttals and stuff like that. And that was a very interesting experience. I may have to talk about it sometime. Might be fun to go into. Unfortunately, the details of it were a little I don't want to say grim, but they were not YouTube friendly topics. The trial that I was on was a grievous bodily harm, which is basically, if you don't know, when someone inflicts damage to another person. So, usually like a stab wound or something like that, or damaging someone's body in some sort of way. Grievous bodily harm. It's a little in the title. So that was the trial I was on last time. And all sorts of things happened in it. It was a very strange experience. If you've never done something like that before, it's also very, very interesting, but also it's just all new information all at once. So I don't know, maybe sometime I'll go into that in a place or somewhere I can actually talk about the details without YouTube getting upset with me. But because I had done it before, I went in this time knowing sort of what the deal was. I knew that there was a chance that I would be unavailable for a few weeks, potentially. But whether luckily or unluckily, I was not actually selected to serve on a trial. I went in and they sort of get you in this big room with everybody else, which I think is why what happened next is what happened. But they put you in this big room with about 700, 800 other people. And you just sort of sit around and wait to see if you're called to go to the next round of selections. And so I was there for 2 days, and on the first day I just sat around for 4 hours, did absolutely nothing but sort of twiddle my thumbs and waste my time, really. But on the second day, waiting to hear if I got cold. And I finally did. So I go up and you sort of get briefed on what's going to happen. But as that briefing was happening, it turned out there was a delay in the trial that we were being selected for. And that it wasn't going to happen that day. And so everyone who got picked for that specific trial got to go home and were dismissed for those cases. So we didn't have to do it. We didn't have to go in. We didn't have to come back. So I guess I kind of lucked out not being selected, because as it turned out, the next day I got very, very, very sick. I got extremely unwell. So maybe it was a good thing I wasn't picked. How you doing so far? Are you enjoying listening to me? Am I making sense in the way that I'm talking? Are you resting up now? Are listening to me just chatter on is interesting enough to keep you distracted, but just boring enough? It's just boring enough that you're slowly drifting off. I hope that you're getting very sleepy right now. That you're getting very, very sleepy right now. Okay. Just close your eyes and relax. You can keep listening. Keep listening to me speaking, whispering and talking to you. But just close your eyes now and let yourself drift off. It's okay. I'll still be here. And if you were interested in what I'm saying, you can always come back. You can always come back. I'll be here and you can listen to what I was saying later. Okay, so you can always just let yourself drift off. Don't worry about missing what I'm saying. I'll be here when you wake up and you can come back and listen. How's that? Okay. Good. So just let yourself drift off. It's okay. It's okay. Just let yourself drift off. Shh, shh, shh. Just rest up. Just let yourself rest and drift what's happened to me lately. Okay, just rest. It's okay, just rest. And I'll start yapping again. So like I was saying, after doing that, after going in and participating in jury service, the next day I got very, very sick. And I actually didn't realize at the time that I was sick. Have you ever felt like this? I wonder if anyone will understand that reference. Do you get it? Have you ever felt like this as strange things happen while you're going around the twist? It's an old TV show that used to air on TV here called Round the Twist. And I remember, I don't know, this is a thing that everyone in Australia did, but it was definitely a thing here in Perth, in multiple schools here. But on days like today where it's very wet and very rainy and cold, you wouldn't be allowed to go out on the school's ovals, which the oval is like, I realise that that's a term that may also be unique to Australians. The oval is like the field of the school. It's like where you go out and play, like the big grass area. We call it an oval, even if it's not like an oval shape. I don't know what you like, the playground, but it wasn't a playground. It was just a big field of grass. Anyway, to go on this little side tangent, you weren't allowed out on the ovals when it was raining, as the teachers didn't want you getting drenched or slipping or anything sort of like that. And so it would be deemed wet weather, and we would all go sort of divvy up into years, and we'd be put in sort of different rooms of the school, and they would play stuff on the TVs that they had. But it was always the same thing. They would always wheel out the little TV that was on like the wheels and like the little like trolley thing that it was on. There would be a VHS player and a copy of Round the Twist, a couple episodes of it, and it was always the same episodes they would put on and we would watch when it was wet weather. But it was a show that was like an afternoon sort of show, and it was a Australian show, so I think that's why they did it. But yeah, the theme song is, have you ever felt like this? As strange things happen while you're going around the twist. And then there's more to it after that, but that's like the beginning bit of it. Well, the beginning bit is actually really weird. It's like does some weird noises. I suggest looking it up. If you have like no idea what I'm saying, just look up Round the Twist opening, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Anyway, what was I saying? I said, have you ever felt like this? What was I? But why was I saying that? It was, I don't remember, something to do with me being sick. Anyway, I got pretty badly crook. was so I had to go back into work the day after I had finished jury duty. Because at least here, I'm not sure if it's the same elsewhere, but here you get paid by your employer for the time that you spent on jury service. They still have to pay you the same. And so, the second that it's over, you have to go back into work because they're paying you still. Or at least it's up to you and your employer's discretion as to whether or not you go back in. But I was told I had to go back in the day after. And so that morning I had woken up and I had a slight headache. It was like a little iffy when I woke up, and I didn't think anything of it. You know, sometimes you've had a stressful couple of days or something's different and you sort of didn't sleep properly. You wake up and you've got just like a little bit of a headache. It's not uncommon of a thing to happen. So I didn't think anything of it. I took a couple of what's the non-commercial name? Ibuprofen, ibuprofen, something like that. Just a couple small pain relief tablets to just sort of ease the headache a little bit because I had to go into work. But I got there, and just as the day went on, it slowly got worse and worse and worse. And then it started making me feel really cold, and then I started feeling like a little scratchy in my throat, and I was like, oh no, okay, I'm actually getting sick. Okay, it's definitely not just a headache, it's definitely I'm a little sick, so I should probably go home. But I pushed through because I'm a bozo and thought, nah, I can make it through the day. I've just got to get to the end of the day and then I can go home and I'll call in sick the next day. But as it went on, it just slowly got worse and worse and worse. And eventually I gave in. I was like, nah, there's no way I can make it to the end of the day. I've just got to go home now. It's not good anymore. So I had to tell everyone, I apologized that I was leaving. I was like, I've just got to go. There's no way I can focus and stay. I get up and would move, and it would sort of exhaust me. And I was like, yeah, there's something's definitely not right. So I went home, just went straight to bed, and was freezing cold, which is another not good sign. So I got in bed and was just absolutely shivering cold. So I turned on a heater, got 4 layers of blankets, and just one over the other, just snuggled up in them, and was still really, really cold. Head thumping at this point, not feeling great. And so I fell asleep like that, and then woke up later and just ran to the toilet and I couldn't hold whatever it was in anymore. And then so that happened, and then for 2 days I was just not able to eat anything because I couldn't keep it down. It was not fun. Massive headache the entire time, body aches, spats of freezing cold and boiling hot. So I was a little worried that I wouldn't recover quick enough to be able to talk and film videos. But I've got a pretty good immune system. I've always known that. It's very this for a year and a half now. And this is the first time I've ever gotten sick in that time. I had like a headache once, but that wasn't me being sick. That was like paint fumes that were in the house because we had pre-painted one of the walls, and it was just like I got irritated by the smell. But that's about it. That's the only other time that I was like unwell, to say. But yeah, it's rather good because I'm not sick very often. But it means when I do get sick, it's a big one. It means I've gotten something that, is going to absolutely destroy me, because it has to be that bad for me to actually be sick, to feel sick. And so yeah, it was not fun. Not fun, but I recovered quickly. It was about 3 days that I was out of commission, which, thinking about it now, wasn't actually that long. But I guess I am still a little, like, you have a little bit of like a cough and like a phlegmy throat after it. So I've still got that. And I guess I'm also still recovering like my stamina. That's the way to put it. I'm recovering stamina. I still sort of get a little exhausted, just sort of like lifting and moving things, which is annoying because I want to be able to work out and I can't because it just absolutely tires me. So I'm hoping I can get back into that soon. Once I'm fully recovered, I'm hoping it'll let me get my stamina back and I can start lifting weights again and not just feel terrible doing so. But yeah, it was the thing I was worried about most was not being able to do this. It turns out that I really enjoy sitting down, just chatting or doing sort of whatever it is I'm doing, just making videos. It's something I thoroughly enjoy, and I was worried I wouldn't be able to do it. So it's nice that like my priorities are known to me now. Yeah, I'm okay now. I'm all better. Well, not all better, but you know what I'm saying. Nothing to worry about now. I'm back at work. I'm sort of back to 90% of where I was. I'm just still not able to exercise, and it's eating away at me. You know, when you can't do the things that you want to do. That's sort of what it was. It's eating away at me. Just not being able to do small things that I want to be able to do. Like film videos or lift weights. Even just like reading was an effort for a while. Just especially when I was in the I don't want to say in the thick of it. I don't know. I just don't want to say that. But when I was in the thick of it, like all I wanted to do was sleep and like get through it, because I knew that's all I needed to do was rest. Which I hope you're doing right now, by the way. I hope you are resting, eyes closed, hopefully just fully asleep right now, all tucked up and cozied in your blanket, under the covers, in your bed, or in a chair, whatever it is. I hope you're resting well, rested up, nice and comfy and cozy. I hope you're sleeping soundly. But yeah, being sick was rather annoying, especially since I couldn't really do anything. I pretty much just put on the Harry Potter films, as they are kind of a comfort movie to me, comfort series. So I wasn't feeling well, so I just put on each of the Harry Potter films and yeah, watched them all in order over the couple of days that I was just unable to do anything. So that was, I guess, nice, but I recently bought the Invincible comics. I was talking about a while ago wanting to read them. And because I was in the city for the jury service, there's a comic book shop that I know that's there. And so I went there and bought the first two compendiums of the Invincible comics. And I've been wanting to read it so bad while I was sick, but I just didn't have the mental capacity to be able to focus on something like that. I just needed something familiar and easy to watch or do. So Harry Potter was the choice that I made, which it was a good choice. I am very much a big Harry Potter nerd, both the books and the films, so being sick and like wrapped up in blankets and just watching those again is very nostalgic for me. But yeah, I was really wanting to read the Invincible comic because I've seen the animated series, the 3 seasons of that, and I actually have read all of The Walking Dead, which is by the same people who make Invincible. So I knew I liked the author, and I knew I liked the concept of the series. So I went in the city, decided to go to the comic book shop and buy those two compendiums. Is that the word, compendium? I don't actually know for certain now. I've confused myself. But I've been reading that now that I'm no longer ill. actually grab it. It's not very far away. You know what? I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna go grab it. Here it is. So, the Invincible Compendium 1. So I've been about, halfway through it. But it's really... Just try and find a panel that's not got, like, spoilers or something on it. Let's see. And there we go. So it's rather... good. I don't even know why I'm showing you, but I've got the first two compendiums, and I think there's 3 or something out, but I've been slowly reading these now, and it's really good. I don't know if I like it more than the animated series. It's definitely different. Like, a lot of things are quite different in this, but then again, also things are very much the same. Which I always felt like that was the same with The Walking Dead, because I had been reading the comics for The Walking Dead the entire time that I was watching the show. I was the one people would ask the differences. I remember there being quite a few differences between those two, and so reading Invincible, it's giving the same vibes of like, yeah, there's definitely, you can see where they're coming from in the show, but I can see why, like, it's different, and like how it's different, and what's happened, and where, sort of thing. But I'm looking forward to finishing this and then getting on to the next one, because the next one is it like goes past where season 3 is of the show. So I'm looking forward to that, just so I can, like, I don't have to wait around anymore for the series to continue. Okay, well, I guess that's really all I wanted to talk about. I've been talking for like 45 minutes, so I hope you're resting well. I hope you're getting some nice sleep, that you're getting well rested, and that this was comforting or distracting, or at least helped you in some sort of way. So good night, both. I hope you get some nice rest. Let me know if this helped, or if there was anything I sort of brought up that you want to talk about. Just let me know. Just rest up. It's okay. You can rest. Just get some sleep. But when you've got time, when you have time and can spare the effort, I'd love to hear anything you have to say. So good night, 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 boys. Good night, good night, good night, good night. I also hope you don't mind the scruff I've got going on. It's my sickness beard. I haven't shaved yet. So, I don't know. I'll probably get rid of it soon. Anyway. Good night, Bozo. Good night. I'll see you very, very soon. I'll be back in just a few short days. Won't be long and I'll be back to do something else for you. But for now,